Hello everyone, this is Caroline at Create Your Future, and today for our last video of 2023 we are going to talk about how to get a text from your specific person. It could be a text, it could be a phone call, a video call, an email, whatever you want. Communication from your specific person who has either ghosted you or there's just no contact between the two of you. So we're going to talk about this because I have a success story of one of my clients who was able to manifest the first contact. And of course, from that first contact, we're going to manifest more and more, just better and better communication, constantly better quality. Before we start, guys, we have in the box below the description on how to get our free course, which is about how to remove your blocks, identify your blocks, and get results fast. Besides being available for one-on-one coaching, I am a NLP, neuro-linguistic practitioner. I'm also certified in hypnotherapy, EFT tapping, and I have my hypnosis courses still on sale. Use the code JOY50. The affirmation tracks, I have 18 titles to date, and they go for $25 each. Now, these are really good because there is like a soothing music in the background, and you can either play them, I think they're either between 10 to 20 minutes, or you can play them on a loop. It's just to help you get focused and repeat affirmations on a certain topic. So that's where your focus goes, that's where your mind goes. It gives you a space for you to repeat after each affirmation. So they're very helpful, especially for those who have a tendency to have their mind wander and drift somewhere else. Okay, so talking about getting a text. You are not getting a text message from your specific person. You are, you're getting no contact, and you really want to. So who are you today in this scenario? Are you the person who is waiting? Are you the person who's checking constantly your phone to see if the text came through, if anything, if there's a notification? Are you checking on your phone to see if your specific person is online, or if there's any sort of activity on social media? Are you doing that? Because if you are, that means that energetically you are positioning yourself as the person who is left out in the cold, as the person who is not chosen, certainly not the priority of your specific person. And if you're ghosted, it's also a form of rejection, right? Well, it is rejection. If you're checking out the social media, now you have also the extra concept of competition. And all this will, my friends, keep you away from getting what you want. Because that energy is that lack energy. It's that lack of, being almost the victim and not living life to the fullest, being immensely satisfied and content and happy because you have everything that you want. So, starting with general statements such as, I always get what I want. I am so happy. Every day I get happier and happier. Why? Because I am emotionally fulfilled. I am satisfied. So when you say your statements, explain why. Why and how do you feel, right? Because the feeling of feeling happy, why? Because we are satisfied, because we get everything that we want, will allow you to shift from that victim mode to the person who has the complete abundance of everything, abundance of friendships, the abundance in relationship, the abundance of communication. Your phone is not dead anymore with 0 messages. Your phone is blowing up and you get messages after messages after messages from your specific person who loves you and adores you and can't live without you, and just know that you are always on their mind. So how do we shift from one scenario to the other, the wanted, from the unwanted to the wanted? Is by changing our self-concept. Who are you today? So deciding that you want to be in the relationship, deciding that you want the text message, that you want the constant communication is a great first step. Saying the affirmation, that back up what it is that you want, is also a great step, a great second step. But that's not enough. You also need to be responsible. You need to participate. You need to show up. And how do you show up? You show up with your self-concept, meaning that knowing who you are in that scenario that you desire. Let me explain. So if you say, I am getting constant daily communication from my specific person, and we talk nonstop, I am always on their mind. Very good. However, if you go about your day feeling still empty inside and almost traumatized because nothing is happening, because you feel so defeated and rejected, not loved, not chosen, that, I mean, I've even heard some clients tell me this week, I feel like everybody is in a relationship but me. If this is how you carry yourself, this is how you go about your day, feeling that everybody's getting into a relationship but you, everybody is getting messages but you, that feeling is dominant. And that feeling will keep the contact away. That feeling will keep the messages from not coming through. So you person, if you say they're constantly thinking about you, there is the thought transmission, so that your specific person is thinking about you in that very moment. But if that feeling attached to your specific person is the one that they left me in the cold, they're not reaching out, they're not texting me, if that's the feeling, the emotion linked to the concept of your specific person, then that's exactly what you're gonna get. So for you to turn this around, you have to show up, meaning that you have to now practice the feeling of feeling satisfied because you are getting the communication daily, constantly, and that communication is satisfying. All right? In this relationship with your specific person, and it would be absolutely normal to have the daily constant communication. You're always saying everything to each other, you're always texting back and forth. Now, how would you feel? What would you be thinking about? What would you be, what would be running through your mind? Would you have those feelings of frustration and resentment? No, because now you're satisfied because you're getting the communication. So now you have to practice that feeling over the old feelings of frustration, resentment, rejection, being defeated, being sad. No. So you're going to have to make the effort, the conscious effort, to nurture those feelings of satisfaction. And you are going to focus on them. Now, of course, I know it's hard because you're looking at your 3D and you're like, well, do you want me to be satisfied? And there's no communication. Well, you have to remember, your 3D is old news. It is the direct result of your old pattern of feelings. So let's say whatever you were feeling yesterday is pushing out, and this is what you are living in your world, in your life right now today. So if you want to change that, you don't observe the 3D anymore. Well, you observe it just to say it as a point of reference. Say, okay, that's not what I want anymore. I'm changing that. I want to be satisfied. I want my phone to, to ring and to get all those messages. So I am right now creating that feeling of satisfaction, creating this visualization that I am getting the communication, I am getting the text, that I am so happy about the quality of the relationship, and I'm also maybe having fun, laughing, because my SP and I always have a good time together. And this is what is going to push out later on today and tomorrow. So don't get stuck on the 3D. And we talk about this all the time, and I have clients who've been working with me for a long time, and they still get defeated by their 3D. 3D is only a point of reference for you to tweak and switch what you need to focus on and link that feeling with it. All right. So guys, I intend that I was clear. I intend for all of you to get your text, your messages, your constant communication, your beautiful relationship with your SP. We are entering in a few hours 2024. So we are going to lit up a little fireworks to celebrate. Is this going to work? Well, we can't see on the camera. Anyways, Happy New Year, everybody. Oh, you can see the fireworks on the camera. Anyhow, before I burn down the house, Happy New Year. I intend that all of you have the best year ever. 2024 is the realization of all of your desires, all your dreams, health, happiness, satisfaction, feeling so content. Every year is getting better and better, and 2024 is the best year to date, and it's only going to get more better. It's only going to get better, more amazing, more fulfilling, more joyful, just all your desires. All right, guys, have a happy New Year. Have fun, and I'll talk to you next week.